get quite some questions whether it's possible in Lumira to isolate data records that do not match a certain join over various data sets or a blend over various data sets. My name is Iver van Zand. I represent business analytics for SAP Lumira. So customers ask me, when you join more than one data set, is it possible to show the records that do not apply to the join or to the blend? That can be done. On the screen you see a very simple data set with sales numbers per region. So I have the Asia Pac region that has two hubs. Each hub has different countries, and we have the sales numbers. Over here I have Americas in the data set with again two hubs and two countries or cities and some sales figures, and I have Europe. I have an accompanying data set with budget numbers, which I will show you. And in this data set we first of all do not have America. Yes. And second of all, I don't have the country level, which is less important for this exercise. So let me try to show you how you can bring up the records that do not match. So what I do is I do not use merge. In this case I'm going to use blend, and I go to the visualize tab and I take the cost tab and I drag and drop the sales numbers over here, and of course the region and hub number over here. Yes, and if I now make a connection to the budget, I just take the budget data set and I drag and drop the metric from the budget data set to my measures, and what pops up for data blending is the define data set links dialog box, where I, using Control click, make the connection to the accompanying columns. So region versus region and hub versus hub. You can see the connection visualized over here. And what you see for the moment is that I do not have, as indicated over here, lines for the budget, because there were no lines for the Americas. But to isolate them and to make them a bit more clearer, what you can do is you can tick the data sets in use button, and if I open up join data sets in use and ask for the exceptions, then you can see that I've now isolated the Americas as records from the original data set, and I can of course export these records to a certain file and use them for quality control or whatsoever. If you also want to see the records from the lookup data set, you could do the following. I went back to my original analysis, actuals and budgets combined using blending techniques, and what I can do now is to show the records that from the budget file that did not make it. I could choose for a full outer join, and over here you can see that these records are now also becoming available via a simple filter on the original data set. I can isolate the Africa lines too, and this is a very simple way to isolate the records that in either one of the data set do not match the join or the blend. Thanks for your